Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedderbearstamping. Today we are going to be using, let me show you the stamp sets. I got this because I love the beach, but I also got it because it's a good one for Christmas. Who knew? And so I really liked it. And in fact, I've used every single one of the stamps today. So you'll have to stay tuned in so you can see it. And then I wanted a sentiment for the inside, and they didn't have one that I liked in the set. So this one's called Very Best Occasions. And I love the love you, mean it, love you, miss you. I mean, this stamp set is awesome. It's got a lot of Christmas, for birthday, um, being grateful, just talking to somebody. It's really good. All right. And then the other thing is the Fabulous Frames dies. Now, I used this one a few weeks ago and I really liked it. I haven't used these yet, the corner ones, but I am planning on using them. Today I'm using these three. So you'll get to see how they are. Hey, Angie, how are you? Hey, Pat. All right, so let's get started. I've already die cut most everything, so you don't have to wait on that because I have a little bit, well, a lot to do today because I picked two, well, one card that's a fancy fold and another one that I'm making a scene out of. So let's go here. And everything is going to be on my blog, which you saw right here. I will take this away and you can see it again. I have a free PDF, so that will be nice. All right, so you're going to score at 2 with the long edge at the top. 2, and then 4, and then 8 and 10. Okay, so you're going to have kind of like what we've done before where we have a shutter card, but this is going to be a little bit different. And I will have the PDF for the template on my blog too. So that's very important. Okay, so now we are going to bring in my cutter and we're going to put this edge, the small edge at the top, but we're going to do it at 1 1/8. And we're going to go, whoops, kind of caught up because I had it sticking up. All right, we're going to go between these two and these, oh, the other one, the same ones that they're inside of each panel. So we're going to go from this to this, and all the measurements are on my blog. And this one, we're just gonna, you can see where the scores are. So you just go from there to here. And then what makes it a little bit easier is that we're gonna flip it and do it the same way on the other side. So 1 1/8. And since I have this, I want to make sure I have that because I bumped it. Okay, since I have this already down here, I'm going to start on this one. We're going through and then up here. I want to make sure you can see. Hold on. Whoop. See, this is why you want to make sure you get it right. All right, and then there. Okay, then you're going to turn it, and we're going to cut out between this cut and this cut. So you're going to just line it up at the 4-inch mark because that's where we have that one. And it's going to go between the two, which is 1 1/8, which I'm just going to eyeball where the cut is and come all the way down to the next one. And then we're going to slide this over and we're going to do it on this side because they're both on the inside of your one thing here. All right, so I'm going to switch it so I can have it back at 4 again. It's kind of nice. Okay, and then I'm going to cut that. That is the hard part. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Let me show you my template. Hey, Gail. All right, so this is my template, and I have it all written down, and in the picture, you can kind of see where I have it cut. And so this is how it is. And I'm going to keep this in my drawer so I can make this again. But when you go to close it, you're going to be like this, where one flap is over. But I'll show you the rest later in a minute. Okay, let's move this back up here. Whoop. Trying to do things backwards compared to my computer is hard. All right, so I am going the right way, right? I am front up, not upside down. Yes? I'm hoping. Okay. So I know I've already cut this, but I'm going to make sure that I have these nice and crisp with my bone folder. Now the black, this whole thing is 5.5 by 12, which luckily Stampin' Up! Started selling again. Yay! The 12 by 12 black. So it's really awesome. All right. I am using for the DSP. Oh, here it is. I am using, just sponge fell out. The Texture Chic. This is one we used with the besties, and I love it. It's got the gold in there. It's so pretty. So I had to use it again. Yay. Thanks, Pat. All right. So I have these two here, and I'm going to put them on these outer ones. And I am almost out of tape, so I'll have to switch, but I didn't want to waste it and throw it out. I'm a big saver. Okay. So it fits really nice right in between. Whoop, 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 whoop. See, you got to be careful when you're laying it down that you have it right. Okay. And this one. All right, so that's easy, right? Then I have two for the, what I call doors. And hey, Lola, how are you? All right, so we're going to go ahead and put this on. I know it's going to end here just a second. It's very easy. Once you have everything cut, it's not hard. Believe me, I've done other cards that are a lot harder. All right. And hopefully these, so it's going to stand up like this when it's done, but we're not there yet. Whoops, I did make a mistake. Let me pull this out. Get my undo. Have I shown you my big undo that my husband thought was alcohol? He's like, why do you have alcohol in here? Look how big this thing is. It is 32 full ounces, or fluid ounces, excuse me. And yes, I use it all the time. Wish I had stock. Okay, I'm going to take this one off because we need to have the ribbon go on underneath. And it's on my instructions to do that. But of course, I get a little carried away sometimes. I'm sure none of you have gone ahead, right? Oh, look at, I tore it a little. All right. You won't be able to tell. So I'm going to go ahead, let this dry. While I'm letting that dry, I'm going to go ahead and put this on in the middle because I don't want to, oh, told you, it's out. I did get quite a bit more out of it. All right. I love our Seal Plus. It's really nice. Whoop, got to get started. There we go. Well, I thought I did. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the bottom. All All right, so this should be dry enough. I'm going to go ahead, take off this piece of black that I tore off just a little bit, and bring in this Tasteful Trim, which has, or Simply Elegant, I am so sorry, has gold and silver. You can't beat that. I love anything with gold or silver. I go back and forth. All right. So you're just going to make little circles and have them be a little bit different sized. And then one more right in the middle. Okay. All right, then you're going to come over with your tape and go over it because we're not putting dimensionals on this. So I want to make sure that it's going to hold over that ribbon. All right, let's try this again. There we go. I meant to do that just so I could show you, right? Okay. All right, so there's that. Then I die cut out of those dies, one each of the white and one of black. So what I have left over is a white outline and a black oval, but I wanted to mix and match. So I'm just going to use those another time. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my pelican. But first I want to color him with markers because I want to make sure that his beak and his webbed feet, whoops, wrong one, are orange or pumpkin pie. And hopefully it's hard to see. All right. And then I'm just coming in with smoky slate and that's it. So it's pretty easy. I really appreciate you guys coming. I know that I took a little bit of a break, but I'm ready to start all up again. Went to New Orleans and either I'm getting a cold or COVID. I'm not sure, but let's hope that it's just a cold. Okay, so what you can do is if you really care that he's not colored in all the way, you can color him with blends. Yes, Dottie, I can see you talking. All right, so I am going to bring this in. Whoops. And I'm going to sponge just the top with the blue and the bottom with crumb cake with the blending brushes. Hey, Dottie. I hope that your people that are coming for dinner like Fred, because he's too cute not to like. Hopefully you don't have to close them in anywhere. I hate when that happens. So I'm just going to go as close to him as I can. I don't want to go over him because, of course, he has white on there. Right. All right. And then the crumb cake. I think on my original, I use the crumb cake for the ground, but I don't think it looks bad like that. Okay. Oh, yeah. They like each other, don't they? I like it when dogs have playmates. Okay, so I am going to put this right here over these two because I want it to be front and center. And I'm going to put it on blank. And I'm using used paper. As you can see, I said, love, Lisa. Okay. Doesn't matter, right? Okay. Okay, then I'm going to put on my frame, but I want to pop it up. So I'm going to bring in some black. Goodness, I'm knocking everything off. So if I lose anything, that's where I need to look. All right, I'm going to use black mini dimensionals because it's easy. Plus, this is black, so if anything sticks over too much, we're good. All right, let's make sure it's on the back side. Yes. And I'm just going to put, I think, 6 on here. And I cut them in half, and I'm using my take your tool or pick your tool, and love it because it's always sitting right here for me to use. And I like it when I make these frames that one is up and one's down, because I think that really makes it pop more. So that's what I'm doing. It's definitely sticky. Okay, one more. And my husband will be so lovely about this, is that I keep putting all the dimensionals on the floor. Okay. So that's pretty, right? But wait, there's more. So these are the adhesive back sequins and gems, and I had yet to use these ones, but I like it too. But I figured this is a perfect place to use it. So I'm going to decorate it kind of like you would a clock, but just to make it pop out even more. And all the ones are with the back edge, the bigger edge on the outside, and the smaller edge is going towards the inside. So I have to turn this because I pick it up and then I'm upside down. But got to tell you, these are so pretty. I have designed cards all over using these. So if you haven't gotten these yet, I know this does not come in very well, but these are the bomb. Seriously. Okay. So we have that. Isn't that cute so far? I love it. Okay. Then we are going to, with this small label that they have in that kit, I am going to stamp "Love you to the beach and back." I like that saying. And I'm going to use Bermuda Bay only because it goes so well with coastal and the other colors that are in here. So, and hopefully I can get this straight. If not, we'll just pretend I did. Oh, not bad. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to lay this down flat. I know, no dimensionals, that's crazy. And I'm going to put it right here. And then we're going to bring in these because these colors go so well with these. And I like, they has holes, so I wanted to use those. I would have used the pink, but we don't really, it's more peachy than pink, so I couldn't use those. But I am also going to put some on the other side over here just to bling it up a little bit. Can't hurt, right? Okay, so there's the front, and then we're going to do the inside. But this is what it looks like before you open it. Whoops. And then you open it like this, and it stands up, and then you get to see it all. Isn't that great? I get tickled about the silliest things. Okay. So then another die that is in that die set are these. And I am going to use both white. So that's different, but I will be popping one up and putting one down. Okay, so I wanted to keep these together because I kind of wanted to keep the theme going across onto the frame. That's the word. Okay. Goodness. Okay, so we got that. I love it, Dottie. Hey, Mary. Okay, so in this stamp set is some palm trees with water and a mound of something or another. So I am going to color the stamp. I'm going to use the crumb cake on the mound, and I have to pick this up just a little bit to make sure that I don't mess up. I just want to make sure I get it right. And I know this isn't going to fit the whole thing, but I would rather have it all colored than not. All right, then I'm using Coastal Cabana for the water. It's pretty cool, this stamp set. I'm very happy with it. Okay. Then soft suede for the tree trunks. You could use the crumb cake if you wanted. I just liked it darker. Soft suede is one of my favorite colors. And I think I'm just going to add a little bit of dimension on the hill. The mound. I haven't done that the last time, so you'll have to tell me whether you like it. Okay, then I'm going to color in the palm trees. And anybody that's been to my house knows that we love palm trees. My husband, every year, has to cover them up for the winter or move them into the garage or into our sunroom. So we really like them, other than when he asked me to go out to help him cover it after it's already turned freezing. I don't want to go out there. Okay, so I'm going to huff on this, and I want part of it to go at the bottom. Let's see. There we go. And hopefully I got them all. Ah, look how pretty that is. Okay. Then I'm going to bring in my balmy blue again and just go over the trees, because we don't have to worry about dumbing down the trees or making them so that they don't stand out, because they're in pretty dark colors. So I'm just doing the sky, and I wanted to get the top too, so it really brings out the embossing on here. And I'm not going to do the bottom. Okay. So we have these. We're going to stick this one down with liquid glue, because I know that I can slide it around just a tad bit. So Stampin' Up! Is having a weekly special starting today. So you will have to go out onto, if you go onto my blog, you'll have the link there to take you to the blog, and, or not the blog, my site, and then you can go and check out each weekly deal. Okay, so the important thing is that we get it right side up. So I'm going to put this right in the middle here. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this. And I'm just going to use black because this is pretty dark and I don't think it'll matter. And that's what I have sitting here. So, hope you all have been having a great week since I was gone last week to go to New Orleans. I had so much fun. They closed up the streets and had us do one of those parades. It was amazing. With a marching band, dancing. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. All right, so now where would you sign this? Well, I am going to put it onto the back, because then our writing will not have to show in the front. Oops, sorry. our writing will not have to show when it's being displayed, which is very important. Okay. So these are a little bit smaller sizes, so you're going to have to make sure you check on my blog to get the measurements and everything. And we're going to do the pelican again. Sorry, got a little bit too much. This time I'm going to put the brown at the bottom. I think I did it for the other one. No, I didn't. I was telling you about that. Silly. Okay, and then smoky slate. I just think this is so pretty. Okay, then you have to huff on it. And I'm going to put it right there. And come in with these seashells in soft suede. And put them along the bottom. I think on my sample I used the crumb cake, but like I said, soft suede is one of my favorites. Okay, and then we're going to do happy birthday sunshine. Not that one, this one. Okay, and then we're going to use the Bermuda Bay again. And hopefully I can get it straight. Hey, love when that happens. Okay, and then this is just going on the back. Easy. Okay, there it is. I knew I had it. So whenever we have stamp sets that have palm trees in it, I am kind of obligated to buy them. And I usually make something very pretty with them. So hopefully you guys like this. All right, and this is going to go on the back. Okay, make sure it's the right way because that would be very embarrassing. Okay, so now we have this beautiful card. It's so cool. If you look at the pictures on the blog, it really does it more justice, but I love it. Okay, so there's one. And don't forget you can get the template on my blog also. All right, so now the second one is a Slimline card. A little bit more doing a beach and stuff, but it should be somewhat easy. Well, let's see if I can go this way. Nope. We're just going to have to hope I can get it on right. Okay, so I'm going to take the umbrella with the chairs and I'm going to use Starry Sky. Now this card I did somewhat copy from Elaine Harding. So thank you, Elaine. But I want to make sure that I give her kudos because that is important. All right, let's see if I did that right. Oh, look at that. Look how pretty that is. I think this is a, what's the word? A distinctive stamp, I think. Okay, so I'm going to close this for now. Bring out my tape that I love so much. I am blurry. I don't see why. Hold on. I noticed that just a minute ago. So I'm wondering if I need to bring it up just a little. Oh, there. What? Okay. Did that work? I don't know why. Is it better? Maybe I need to clean it. Okay. So I'm taking, thank you. I'm taking my tape, making sure it goes all the way across. Okay, and then I'm going to tear towards the bottom, and make sure you make it very hilly. Okay, so don't throw this away because you're going to need it in a minute. So you're going to go ahead and put it about halfway up the chairs. Somewhat. You don't have to have this part straight because the beach doesn't need to be straight. All right, then I have little masks that I just stamped this onto my tape with the chairs, and I'm just going to lay it over just to make sure I don't go onto the chair. And then when we move this, we'll put one on the top part too. Whoop, didn't line that up at all. Okay, so then again, we're going to use the Starry Sky, but with a brush. And this is very, very dark, so you want to make sure you take a lot off. Oops, not Starry Sky. That's the next one. So sorry. We are using, good thing I didn't do it. That would have ruined it. Crumb cake. Is it still blurry or is it? Okay, it looks good. All right. So you're going to, hold on. I think I missed one stem. No, I'm good. All right. I think my crumb cake needs to be re-inked. I know that a lot of you that come to my classes are learning all this technique about sponging. So good luck. You are going to be doing these 3 cards next week. So yay. Hopefully you like them. Okay, so I have the sand done. And I'm going to take off the beach tears. I will be putting them back on once I get this off. Okay, so let's put these back. Doesn't have to be perfect, but the closer you can get, the easier it will be for you to decorate later. Okay. And then I'm going to use this, and I'm going to have to slide this. I'm going to turn it so that the flat edge is towards me and towards the sea. And I'm just going to, I'm not going to make it big. So hopefully I'm doing this straight because I don't have, I don't have them lined up on here. So I don't know. Because, you know, if you get your horizon wrong, it doesn't look right. All right, now we're going to use the Starry Sky. So what you want to do before you start is this piece that you tore off will line right back up to the bottom of this, I think. Yes, no, where? Okay. And if a little bit gets on the sand, it's not a huge deal. All right, and then I'm going to bring in a little bit to make sure that I cover up the brown at the bottom. And what I always do is put them on my pants first, so that way they don't stick to your cardstock. It shouldn't, but you just never know. All right, I didn't quite tear off enough, but we'll see how that works because I have a cheat if it didn't. All right, so I'm going to go back and forth on this because I kind of want to give it that wave look, like the water's rippling. And then you'll have to come in and get more, but it's better to add more because you can't take it off. So if you have a very light touch at first, you can go heavier as you're pulling off some of the ink. And I'm going to move this down to get the other side. Oh, this is so pretty. Such a pretty new ink color. Love it. Okay. Now you want to have it be a little bit different colors so that it looks like white or light is sitting on it. So I'm going to take this off. Take this off. We'll see what it looks like. Maybe that needed to be a little bit colored, but it could be white foam. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take these off because I'm not coming down this far for the next one, and put on my umbrella top. And as long as you're covering anything that's light colored, you're good to go. Okay. So we're going to bring in the balmy blue again. And just go over the top. And you don't want to fill this in a lot because if you look, it kind of looks like clouds when you get it on there. So you just want to have it go. And I didn't cover up my water, but I think it's going to be okay. Okay, so now we can take this off. Then what I did, because I didn't like how white that was, I came in with my Starry Sky blends. But first we're going, no, I didn't, not on this one. Excuse me. All right, so then we're going to bring in the palm trees again. But this time I need to clean it because I don't want the mound on this one. I just want the trees. And that's what's nice is we can just ink up what we want and forget about the rest. Okay. So we have to have palm trees on the beach. All right, so I'm going to do the green. Sorry, I'm shaking the table. The next one is a Christmas card using this set, which I think is pretty cool because a lot of us, well, especially when you go around the world, they don't have Christmas when it's cold. So, and those that live in warm climates, they don't have a cold Christmas either. I remember laying out in California when it was Christmas Day. It was fun. All right, so I'm just doing the tree trunks with soft suede. All right. So the only thing you really have to worry about is to make sure that the tops of the trees aren't in the water and that the tree trunks are start like not on the water. So I'm going to go right about here and hopefully I think I went off the top, but that's okay. Ah, look at how cute that is. All right, so because this looks kind of bare, I'm going to come in with soft suede again. Where did I put it? With the shells. Oh, my kitty is trying to do something. Okay, I'm looking for the soft suede. Oh, there it is. Okay. So on my last one, I accidentally did not cover up my sand all the way. And look, my tree is going into the water, but that's okay. So I used these a little bit more than I probably would have to cover up where I made the mistake. Because that's what stamps are for, right? Is to have us be able to have excuses. Okay, I'm going to do one more right here. I think that's really cute. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put this onto Starry Sky paper. Look at how beautiful this is. Okay. I love it when Stampin' Up gets it right for the in colors. And they did this year. And I know, Mary, that you want birds, but I'm not putting birds in. I figured that it's fine without them. And hopefully this goes whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, and that's going to go on the front, which I did on Whisper White, the thick, because when you have white as your base, you want to make sure that you have a thick base. Okay, so we're going to do this. So how many of you might go somewhere where it's really warm during Christmas time? I used to go all the time in California, but then we kind of stopped because my mom passed away. So, all right, so we have that on, and then bring out the same size in the white, and we are going to do the trees again, but this time I'm going to do a mound. Here we go. Because I can. But I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just doing, I know I'm being difficult, but I wanted to show you the difference between just doing it the way it's made and then making it a little bit different. Okay, and I'm not going to put any more on that. I'm just going to do the outline and make sure this comes down. Okay. Did I already do the green? No, I did not. That would have not been dark. Okay. So for the first time ever, while I was in New Orleans, nobody wanted to go with me to my favorite restaurant that I always go with my husband when we go. So I went by myself and sat by myself at a restaurant. My daughter's not impressed because she says she's been doing that forever. But I was like, this is new for me. I was very proud of myself. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. No sun either. I know you like birds. Okay, so then I am going to use my marker and just put in some tufts of grass on this. It's just straight lines put together. And then I'll do the crumb cake to fill that in. I just think it looks really cute, and that's all that matters, right? Okay, I need my pad. I want it to be just a tad bit darker. But see how you can make it look just a little bit different? Okay, then I'm going to stamp the seashells again and soft sea foam. I know, I'm very proud of myself too, because I don't ever do that. But she's like, did you bring a book? And I said, no, I just sat there with my phone, ate, and had the best time because they have the best food. All right, wishing you a sun-kissed nose and sandy toes. And so I didn't make it birthday or anything because I figured that this way you can have it be anything, right? So I'm going to do the brown a little bit on here. Oh, I'm going to do a little bit of soft suede. Let's try that over here and see how that looks now that I've brought it out. Oh, yeah. See how pretty that is? That brown? Love it. Okay. And then all we're going to do is put some sky and we're done. Just have to put it inside. And you don't have to add the sky. I just think it looks good. Okay. And again, you're not messing anything up if you just go over what we stamped because it's too dark to show. Okay, that's it. Trying to keep it somewhat clean. Okay. And again with the starry sky as the background. I really wanted to make something that I can send to my family on the West Coast. So this is nice. I will be holding on to these cards until after the class, but after next week, I will mail it to the winners. I promise. And if you were a winner before, you'll know that I keep my promise because you've gotten them. I write it down and then put them aside until I'm done using them. All right. Make sure. So what do you think? Is that cute? So for the envelope, we are using, let's see if I can find it, the white Slimline, and I just stamped some trees in the corner. All right, now for the last card, and this one's not hard. There's no doodads. It does have a little bit of coloring, but it'll be fine. We're using thick white again. And because it is Christmas, okay, where did I put the rest? Oh, there they are. I'm thinking we're using Poppy Parade. All right, so I need to clean the umbrella. Just got to find it. Okay, do any of you, oh, there it is. I was like, do any of you see it? This just makes me think, whenever I see an umbrella and the ocean, I love going and reading on the beach. Okay, so this is the front. I used to not go in the water, and then this 5-year-old shamed me, saying, come on, it's not dangerous. If I can do it, you can do it. But anyone that grew up with Jaws knows what I'm talking about. It's so scary. It was so scary. All right, so I'm using Memento black so I can color it. And let's see, I'm going to do it upside down because I'm not sure if I got it. Anybody else never go into the ocean because of it? Because of Jaws? Okay, so now I'm just going to color in with Poppy Parade because that is what we're using. So on the light, that's dark, I am going to do the hat. Let me do the small one. It's so much easier. The hat. And I'll put some dark in the corners. And then I'm going to do the webbing. I grew up with these chairs too. They always unraveled. Somebody either cut them or I don't know. Okay. I know I keep saying okay. And then I'm just going to color in just a little bit where the seat is. It's very light. Okay. Then for this part, I'm going to do the light where it's not quite so shaded. And it doesn't matter if you go over because we're going to be doing the inside with the dark. Stampin' Up! Gives us these lines to help us in our coloring. So wherever their lines are, that's where it's going to be a little bit darker. And hopefully I'm not going to get out of the lines. Ah. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little bit on the hat to give it a little bit of a darkness there. All right. Then last one, I am going to come in with soft suede blend and go down the pole. And on the chairs, I'm just assuming these are wood chairs. That's what I would think. Don't know they are, but in my world, that's what they are. So I'm going to just go over all this. Okay. Then, of course, we're going to do this because we have to ground this. I think I still have some left over from the soft suede. We do. Okay. So let me do one thing real quick before I move on because I need it to dry. And I love to layer my ribbons. I just think it is so cool. So that's what I like to do when I can get a chance. And I'm just going to lay this out and cut it. Okay. And depending on the ribbon, it's really pretty. All right, so I'm going to color this, of course, with Poppy Parade. And then I'm going to let it dry while I do the other stuff. So this is going to be on the front. So blends can make any color that you want. Kind of thinking this might be too light, but I think it'll be all right. Okay. Then my favorite ribbon is the glitter organdy ribbon. See if you can see the sparkle in this thing. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. All right, so I'm going to put that down and cut that. All right, so we have this and one of these. First off, I'm going to do my sentiment. Hopefully it's straight because I'm a little worried that if it's not, I'm just going to keep it. Oh, excuse me. All right. And this says Sunny Seasons Greetings. Here we go. And I'm going to do it. Should I do it in red or black? My first one had it in black, but I'm kind of wondering if I should do it in red. I think I'm going to do it in red. Didn't even give you guys a chance to answer. All right. Let's hope I can get it straight. I'm scared. Not bad. Okay. So now we have our ribbon and we got to put this on. The Poppy Parade. We're almost done. Okay. So I want this to go to the side. Make sure it's straight before I add. Even though you lay it down straight, sometimes it moves. Okay, then you're going to put adhesive on top of that because we're adding another. It still doesn't look straight, does it? Okay, hold on. See, I really got it on there good. Maybe this one will come up. There we go. Okay, now it's okay. But now I need to put it on again. Okay. Now, if you look, you can see the glitter ribbon underneath this one, and it is just a nice little surprise, which I love. Anybody else do their ribbons? Do they stack their ribbons? Because I love it. Okay, then I'm going to put that on the front. And then because I'm using so much of the red, I like the red too. That's why I pulled out I know they're not real red, but they're close enough to where you won't really notice. You're not going to say, well, those are real red and this is Poppy Parade. Well, I hope you don't. And I'm just going to put some on the bottom to highlight that season's greetings. Cat hair. Don't want to put that on the card. Or it might be something else, like a eyelash. Didn't quite look like a cat hair. Too short. Okay. Hopefully. Okay. So now we just have to do the inside. And all I did, which is very simple, is this is from the other stamp set because I wanted more for my sentiment on the inside. May your days be happy, your heart be light, your Christmas merry, and the new year bright. So I'm going to do that in Poppy Parade. And hopefully I get it straight. So far I've had luck. Okay. And then without using the brush, can you believe it? I'm going to put on the shells because they go so well. Okay. Then I'll put that onto here and we're almost done. So if anybody has not signed up for Besties, this month is already done. But you guys, I'm telling you, I have been stamping for over 19 years. I've been a demonstrator for 19 years. And I am still wowed every month with what we make. Plus, the class is only like $17 because the rest you get to use it for product. Because we always give you like a half a pack of DSP. Usually we give you a full roll of ribbon that matches and then some kind of embellishment. Sometimes we change it up. And sometimes for our year anniversary, we add a little bit more to kind of add in. And you get a really cute charm because the besties and I, every time we got together, we collected charms. Oops, I was supposed to do blue around here. I think I can still do it. So every month you get a charm that will coincide with whatever we're using. So I'm just doing it around the umbrella, not the whole card. So that worked. Just to give it that little hint. So what do you guys think? You like them? I know it might have been a little bit more for today because it's been a while since I've been on, but I think they're awesome. So we have these two and this one, which I just absolutely adore. So if you guys choose this one, I'm going to have to make another one because I want to send it out. Okay, you guys got my teddy bear stamping? All right, so Miss Pat, do you want to do the drawing? And we'll see who won and which ones you want so I can put a little post-it on there and remind myself not to give it to anybody else. Okay, Dottie. Yay, Dottie. Hopefully you're still here. I know you're having a dinner party, so you might not. We need two more, Pat. So I'll get back with Dottie and see which one she wants. Oh, Mary and Angie. Yay, girls. Okay. So Dottie's not here, so you guys can grab two of the same one if you want. She can't say whether or not because she had to go. It's usually first come, first serve. I figured that's what happened, Pat. When you hit the enter too fast, I've done that a lot. Okay, so Mary and Angie, and I'll get a hold of Dottie and we'll see which ones you want. I'm going to go ahead and hang up because it is getting late and I don't want to keep you any longer than I already have. All right. Well, thank you so much. I really enjoy being back here. I'm going to try to do this every week again. So let me know. Yay. Oh, that's right, Mary. I have it on my calendar and I meant to call you. Happy birthday, hun. You know I love you. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.